Hello makers! Today I'm sharing another project with you that I made in 2021 with the Tim Holtz Colorize Harrison dies. I made this in 2021 because in October of 2020, I got to take my first ever trip to Walt Disney World. And of course, Disney Animal Kingdom was my favorite park of the entire trip. I knew it would be, but I just wasn't prepared for how absolutely stunning it was. And I wanted to honor that. And so, with that inspiration in mind, I made this tag. The products you're going to need for this portion of the tutorial are mixed media heavy stock, media marks 1 and 2 stamps, and Florian pine stamp, all from Tim Holtz and Stampers Anonymous. You'll need some sort of stamp platform or MISTI, clear embossing ink, clear embossing powder, and a hot iron. And that should get us going. To begin, I wanted to make some paper that looked like African mud cloth or Katenge cloth. Now, you don't need to do this step if you have pattern paper you'd rather use, but for me, it's all in the details. And actually, I really enjoy making things like this to give my projects a unique, personalized feel. So you're going to want to stamp a pattern onto some distress mixed media heavy stock. And I use some small linear stamps that I got off of these off of these Media Marks stamp sets. And I ended up selecting them in sets of 2 that I could stamp onto the mixed media heavy stock. So here you can see that I have selected one that has little dashes and one that has dots on it. And I put them right next to each other and I stamped those on the edge of a piece of A2 mixed media heavy stock. Then I moved the paper over 1/2 inch and I stamped them again, moved it over 1/2 inch, stamped again, and I repeated that until I had the whole side of a piece of A2 mixed media heavy stock stamped and in clear embossing ink, and then I covered it with clear embossing powder, heat embossed it, and then as you can see, I colored it. Now, I colored it with a blending tool and distress ink in the color that I wanted, and then I sprayed it with some water out of my distress sprayer and I set it aside to dry. You do not want to soak it with the water and you don't want to use distress spray stain. It is too saturated and too wet and it will seep under the embossing and it won't resist the way we want it to. Now, once that's dry, you are going to want to reheat that embossing powder. And so to do that, you want to put a clean piece of distress mixed media heavy stock on top of the embossed and inked piece of paper. Put it directly on top, just like you see in this picture, and then you want to iron over it with a hot iron, no steam, and that embossing ink and powder will soak into the piece on top, and you will actually end up with 2 pieces with the stamped image. So once the embossing powder has reheated, it will soak into that upper paper and you can ink that and spray it with water and let it dry just like you did the first piece. And as you can see, you will end up with 2 pieces that will be, you could do different colors and that kind of thing. And you should end up with 8 different pieces of patterned paper that you can use for this next portion. Now, once I had all 8 patterns and colors done, I realized I needed a neutral that was going to be able to separate them on my tag. And so I took this pine stamp from the Flurries and Pines stamp set, and I did the same exact thing, stamped it in clear embossing, uh, ink, clear embossing powder, heat embossed it, and then I colored it with black soot distress ink, sprayed it with water, let it dry, and then I was ready to cut it into strips to use for the project. Now that we've done all of that prep work, you need a few other things. You need a medium, etc. tag, stacked triangles dies from Tim Holtz and Sizzix, Harrison dies, Funky Trees dies, bold alphanumeric, and then some speckled egg distress paint. And these are all Tim Holtz dies that I use to decorate the tag. Now that you have all of your papers stamped, you want to cut them into triangles, and I use the 2 smallest triangles from the stacked triangles dies. You want to cut 10 of the second to smallest triangle, and I cut those all out of the yellow striped paper. And then you want to cut 10 of the smallest triangle out of whatever other color you want. I used the dark brown with the circles and the dots. And then you want to cut out 8 from of the smallest triangle from another color. I cut out from the orange. All right, so let's start arranging those triangles. Before I put them on the tag, I cut a piece of the green paper exactly as tall as the yellow triangles. And I need 2 strips of the green paper exactly as tall as the yellow triangles. I laid that across the top and the bottom, and then I arranged my triangles as you can see. Now, across the top, I wanted the triangles to be facing up, and then on the bottom, I wanted the triangles to be able to face down like this. So that's the pattern that I made with the green paper and also with the yellow triangles and the brown triangles that I put in the middle of the yellow triangles. So that was my pattern, and I did not attach these yet because I wanted to add a few more things before I secured anything onto the tag. So as you're cutting, you want to lay out everything and make sure that you have room to spare. All right, now let's talk about those orange triangles. You can see that I've laid those on the side, and I kind of made a diamond shape out of them by butting the ends together across the middle of the tag there. I also cut a piece of brown paper that was just as tall as those were wide, so that I have a strip of brown that goes across, and then I have those orange triangles that are then also going across the center there. And there you can also see how I separated the top and I separated those bottom pieces using that pine black soot piece that I stamped, and then I just cut little 1/8 of an inch strips as a separator between all of the different layers. Now, before you attach anything, you can see that the background of my tag is now blue. I painted it with speckled egg distress paint, and then once it was completely dry, I sanded it with a sanding block to allow that craft color to show through and to help it look distressed. For the sentiment, I laid it out with the uh, dies before I cut it to make sure everything would fit, and I just colored some distress mixed media heavy stock with crackling campfire distress ink, and then I cut out the paper, and then I also cut it out 2 more times with black, just like a black heavy stock, and I layered those so that the sentiment would really stand out. Harrison and the funky trees, I wanted them to have a texture. I wanted Harrison to feel furry. I wanted the trees to kind of feel like they had bark or leaves. And so I cut them from watercolor cardstock on the textured side, and I really felt like it added the texture I was looking for. So as you can see here, Harrison does look a little furry, and I cut him out of the watercolor cardstock before I colored him, so that I just cut him out of the white cardstock, and then I went through with my blending tool and everything, and I colored each of those, and sprayed it down a little bit and that kind of thing. But I really think that the texture shows through, and I love the way it looks. I think it's terrific. Now for the funky trees, the same thing. I cut them out and then I went through and colored them, and I just love how it looks like bark, and then how it just gives the leaf area, the top leafy area, it just gives it enough texture to kind of give you the feel of leaves. As far as placement goes, I had attached the triangle strip at the very bottom and then the sideways triangles just above that. And so the trees and Harrison are all sitting just above the yellow triangle strip. And then that left room for my sentiment at the top. Now, at the time that I made this, Harrison in the large size was the only one available, but now that we have Minnie Harrison with this quote about remember who you are, and that's what Mufasa said to Simba in the Lion King movie, how great would it be to add the large Harrison and then the mini Harrison as Mufasa and Simba on this tag? I think that would be great to be able to do now that we have the option, right? So also from this viewpoint, you can see where I separated each of the strips of triangles with that little bit of an eighth of an inch of the black pine. And I think that just sets off each layer, even the top, and sets it apart from the next one so that, it just gives it just that added little touch of interest. So I love that. Well, I hope that you found something in this photo tutorial talk through that was helpful. As always, this is actually written out for you on my blog at playswellwithpaper.blogspot.com, and you can see the written version of what I've just told you here if that would be helpful as well. And then the products that are still available for today's tutorial are linked in the description below, and they're also on my blog. So thank you again so much for your support, for watching. I always do hope it's helpful to you. And with that, I just want to thank you again and wish you a very creative day.